You're watching the 2024 SCAC Men's and Women's Tennis Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the Schreiner University Men's and Women's Tennis programs. The Mountaineers will be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Jacob Carrillo, along with leadership from seniors Cole Reed and Hannah Reyna. Coach, Hannah, Cole, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Coach, we'll get started with you heading into now your fifth season there as the head coach of these Mountaineer programs. Always exciting at the start of a new season with everything certainly out in front. Just your thoughts on how exciting it is to be back with these two groups, what you're looking forward to most of the seasons, and how much pride you take in the growth that you've clearly been able to attain with your athletes over the last couple of years within these two programs.
Yeah, I'm excited the season has started. At the end of the fall there, I was getting a little bit bored already. So, we hit the ground running already. I think we're, obviously 4 weeks in. But, these two groups are, pretty hungry to get out there and to get playing. And obviously, I think it's, we have a lot to improve on, but, we're going in the right direction. So I would say both these groups are pretty hungry to get some wins under their belts and, to continue to be successful.
Cole, this is a men's program that's coming off an outstanding season a year ago, a winning season, 12 wins. And Coach talks about that hunger. I'm interested in the vibes from the men's group, how excited you are to be back in the start of this spring season. And for you as a senior, just take me through your mindset coming into this final year and kind of that leadership role you're shouldering a little bit with this group.
Just like Coach said, we're a hungry team. We're excited. We just want to get out there and really hit that next level of tennis and just up our game every single match.
Hannah, you're coming off an outstanding junior campaign. You earned all SCAC honors both as a singles player and as a doubles team as well. Just a phenomenal year for you. When you come off of a season like that, have that productivity as a junior, is that something that really lifts your confidence level? And for you, how have you continued to grow as a tennis player throughout the course of the offseason this fall coming into this year's senior spring season?
I think being able to accomplish that as a junior really put my confidence level at an all-time high. I really went out there and I tried my best and I did a lot better than I expected. And, now I'm ready to keep going and I'm ready to do better now. Yeah.
Coach, as the season has started to unfold here, you mentioned 4 weeks in coming off that fall season as well. What have you seen from these two programs that maybe surprise you a little bit, that boost your confidence going into the rest of the season? And maybe who are some key players on either side that you're really going to lean on? Obviously, these two seniors next to you will certainly be a big part of these two programs, but maybe some other names that will certainly also be a big factor as well.
Yeah, I think this year, I think our freshman class has been a pretty hungry group to get in there and get to be able to get into the lineup and play. And, obviously some returners as well. There's, 4 seniors on the men's side and there's 3 seniors on the women's side. So, we're, I would say we're pretty balanced on both sides. We had 2 returners come in, Jackson Pogue and Andrew Reyes. They're taking that 5 and 6 spot for us, and then 3 doubles as well. And they've definitely got some good wins this past weekend, and so I'm pretty excited to see what they can do. Obviously, having Carson back and Max Schechter and John Berrigan, they're definitely gonna do well, I believe, right? And so I think the leadership on the team is at an all-time high right now, and so that's pretty good for me, I would say. On the women's side, we have 3 seniors coming back. Obviously, a great 1 doubles team, and and so it's good to see that and have that leadership as well. And then we have 2 freshmen that have joined the lineup as well, and so that's Catherine Bergeron and Mackenzie Griffin. And so both of them have obtained wins already. Kat has already clinched a match for us at the very beginning of the season, so it's a pretty good thing to see early on in the season, and so we're excited to keep going.
Cole, you've had a lot of success in your doubles career last year, coming off a great season. You and your partner, Dennis Miller, outstanding year. Coming into this year, going to have to transition into finding a new doubles partner. What do you enjoy so much about doubles? How have you kind of curbed your game to be an efficient doubles player? And then as you find that new partner playing with Carson early on in this season, what's key as far as forming that relationship? A guy certainly you would be familiar with and a long teammate of. How do you kind of find that success, and how do you continue to grow in your doubles game?
My favorite thing about doubles is just being out there with one of my best friends in the whole world, a big teammate. And I think really the key to doubles is just trusting your partner. You both have your strengths, you both have your weaknesses, and really just play off one another and, just be hungry out there.
Hannah, Coach talked about the leadership and how he's feeling it's as stable as it's been and how much that's helpful to him. You're a part of a group of 3 seniors on this women's side. And, how have you embraced kind of being one of the senior leaders, and how have you sort of seen your role within this program transition, where maybe those first couple of years just trying to be the best player you can be, but now, understanding what Coach Carrillo wants, understanding the ins and outs of the program, embracing that leadership role? How have you seen that transition gone for you?
I think understanding Coach and understanding like how he wants our team to be led, I've realized that, and I've noticed the freshmen look up to me and they look up to all the seniors, and they see how we act and how we present ourselves in public and on the court, and we continue to be all together as one and together as one team, and we continue to be the best team that we can be.
Coach, you've mentioned that this freshman class that's come in has already made an impact within this group early on in this season in some pivotal spots, attributing some of that, obviously, I would think, to this great leadership that you've been able to lean on. When you welcome in this group of freshmen, I think 7 in all, what do you expect as they transition into their first years of college tennis? What are you kind of looking for from them and their growth? And then, like you said, how nice is it to lean on this group of leadership that you have that certainly understand what you're looking for out there day in and day out?
Yeah, obviously it's great to have the leadership, because I feel like I'm not the only coach out there. They take pride in the program that we have, and they give advice when it's wanted, or even when it's unwanted, right? So it's good to have that, and I think these freshmen, being as hungry as they are wanting to improve and make the lineup and be in the lineup and make a change in the program in a way, any way that they can, right? So these guys are working hard. They want to be a very deep team as possible, and so when they're able to continue to improve daily with the leadership that we have, that's all I really can ask for.
And finally, to wrap up with both student athletes, Cole on the men's side and Hannah on the women's side, we talked about all the successes that both of these programs are coming off of. The women's program, multiple conference win last year, as I mentioned, with the men's side, 12 wins in total on the year, which was outstanding. When you've had conversations with some of your other teammates about some of the goals and expectations coming in this year, especially with the momentum gained over the last few, what have those conversations looked like, and ultimately what's going to be key for both of your programs to try and accomplishing those heading into the season?
For us on the guys' side, it's really just every match is a fresh start. We're looking to just clean the slate every single time and just push ourselves to the limit for each and every match, especially for our big conference tournament at the end of the year.
On the women's side, I think all together as a team, we really want to win. We're really hungry for that win now. We have confidence from our freshmen, from our juniors, from really every single girl. We're all together in this, and we all want to keep going, and we want to push to where we can.
And finally, Coach, wrapping up with you, success obviously in our field can be measured in so many different ways, right? And so when you talk about success and try and quantify success and find those different wins throughout your programs, what is that message that you try to deliver your team? How do you try to talk about, success in those terms with your groups? And ultimately, 2024 will look successful if what plays out for these teams heading into the year.
Yeah, I think it's, obviously it's based off the small wins, right? So, it's the daily wins, it's the practice wins, it's, those match wins, like getting a freshman to win a clinch match at the beginning of the year was a huge one for us. And so, having that confidence in the team that we have now, it's great. And I only think we can, improve as the matches go on. And so, I think measuring confidence, measuring success and wins is hard at some points, but we have to put the work in order to get there. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of this year and seeing where it can take us. And it's like it's only up from here, right? So.
Schreiner University head men's women's tennis coach Jay Carrillo, along with leadership from seniors Cole Reed and Hannah Reyna. Again, Coach Cole, Hannah, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you continue throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.